Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol PGPM. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by daily? Each one of these represents the stereotypical 1 day. I bring that up because for many of you that have watched the past videos, I've been doing the 30-minute where each of these represents 30 minutes. But no, here is, like I said, each of these does represent a day, which is what you would normally see. I want to do this time frame just to really truly look at the big picture of things. And there's a lot of gray area. I mean, this chart or this analysis may apply to you, it may not, but only you're going to know that because you should know what your strategy was going in. Case in point, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, or you bought right there, or you bought right there, and you wanted to sell within 20 seconds, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. But I'm not talking about, the video is not geared towards those of you that are short-term or heck, even medium-term traders. I'm talking about people that care about the grand scheme of things, the overall, story, if you will, of the chart. And from that perspective, the bulls are still in full control. Now, that may sound crazy because, yeah, there's no doubt about it. This has been quite the deep pullback. But again, big picture perspective. And that's where everything revolves around this purple line here, which is the famous 50-day simple moving average. Even if you just have a surface deep understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 50-day, and you know that when the price is above it, you want to see the price stay above it, assuming you're bullish, of course, because that is an overall trend indicator. And for the trend to be bullish, the price needs to be up above it. And that's why today's price action was important from the storybook perspective, because you can see, surprise, surprise, look right where, and I'm not making this stuff up. I mean, this is why I laugh when people say, oh, charts don't work. Look right where the price bounced, directly off that purple line. So from the storybook perspective, definitely a good move and a good sign on the bulls' part. Now, just because it bounced today, am I saying that it's guaranteed to bounce for the foreseeable future? No such thing as a guarantee in the market, but you got to give credit where credit's due. Good to see that the bulls were able to hold strong there on the bounce. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that green line. Yeah, it pertains, but from a presentation standpoint, I want to keep this as clean as possible. And, the purple line is definitely that key mark that you want to see continue to hold. The reason for that, and hopefully illustrate the point that the bulls are still technically in full control, is let's say the price bounces around that purple line a little bit more and then heads back up. In this situation, what would you have? Well, you'd have, this base of lows here, then you'd have this base during the consolidation, and then the base down here before everything, started to come to life. You picture each of those as stair steps, and the stair steps are still going in the upwards direction. Again, I 100% realize if you are a day trader and you bought, anywhere around these places, you couldn't care less about these grand scheme of things, stair steps. But that's why I qualified all this by saying I am talking about things from definitely the big overall picture. So, the bulls got tested today at that purple line, and the bulls did a great job of holding strong, and you certainly want to see that continue to occur going forward. Any sort of closes below that purple line, or worse yet, the price separating the downside of it, at that point, that's where you can really, say in a justifiable way that the bears have taken control of the chart, and now it's just the question would transition into are the bulls going to be able to get control back? Right now, though, you still got to give credit to the bulls and say that they're in control. But yeah, they're on thin ice, but so far so good, doing a good job of holding strong. The week is young, so we'll see how the chart unfolds the remainder of the week. 4 days left. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.